Hello and welcome to this channel, and if you are the first time here, subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button to see the latest technology videos. In this video we are discussing about design patterns in Java. So object pool pattern. So in Java design patterns we have creational pattern, structural pattern and behavioral pattern. So in creational pattern we have factory method pattern, abstract factory pattern, singleton pattern, prototype pattern, builder pattern, and then object pool pattern. So now object pool pattern. So mostly performance is the key issue during the software development and the object creation, which may be a costly step. So object pool pattern says that to reuse the object that are expensive to create. So basically an object pool is a container which contains a specified amount of objects, and when an object is taken from the pool it is not available in the pool until it is put back. And objects in the pool have a life cycle: creation, validation and destroy. So a pool helps to manage available resources in a better way, and there are many examples, especially in application servers. There are data source pools, thread pools, etc. So advantage of object pool design pattern. So it boosts the performance of the application significantly, and it is most effective in a situation where the rate of initializing a class instance is high, and it manages the connections and provides a way to reuse and share them. And it can also provide the limit for the maximum number of objects that can be created. So usage: when an application requires objects which are expensive to create, example, there is a need of opening too many connections for the database, then it takes too longer to create a new one and the database server will be overloaded. So when there are several clients who need the same resource at different times. So object pool design pattern is essentially used in web container of the server for creating thread pools and data source pools to process the request. So object pool pattern. Then structural design patterns. So structural design patterns are concerned with how classes and objects can be composed to form larger structures. So structural design patterns simplifies the structure by identifying the relationships, and these patterns focus on how the classes inherit from each other and how they are composed from other classes. So types of structural design patterns. So there are 7 types of structural design patterns. First, adapter pattern. So adapting an interface into another according to the client expectation. Then bridge pattern, separating abstraction interface from implementation. Then composite pattern, allowing clients to operate on hierarchy of objects. Then decorator pattern, adding functionality to an object dynamically. Then facade pattern, providing an interface to a set of interfaces. Then flyweight pattern, reusing an object by sharing it. Then proxy pattern, representing another object. So adapter pattern. So an adapter pattern says that it just converts the interface of a class into another interface that a client wants. And in other words, to provide the interface according to the client requirement while using the services of a class with a different interface. And the adapter pattern is also known as wrapper. So advantage of adapter pattern is it allows 2 or more previously incompatible objects to interact, and it allows reusability of existing functionality. So usage of adapter pattern. So it is used when an object needs to utilize an existing class with an incompatible interface, and when you want to create a reusable class that cooperates with classes which don't have compatible interfaces. Then when you want to create a reusable class that cooperates with classes which don't have compatible interfaces. So example of adapter pattern. So adapter design pattern by the UML diagram. So UML for adapter pattern. So there are the specifications for adapter pattern, like a target interface. So this is the designed interface class which will be used by the clients. Then adapter class. This class is a wrapper class which implements the desired target interface and modifies the specific request available from the adapter class. Then adaptee class. This is the class which is used by the adapter class to reuse the existing functionality and modify them for desired use. Client. This class will interact with the adapter class. So this was a brief discussion on design patterns in Java, and if you are the first time here, subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now.